Beef Shitling was born.
What a name, man. Honestly.
It's got a nice rhythm to it, hasn't it? Beef Shitling. Yeah. I like it. Well, yeah, it's off pet names for you just make up pet names. It's not, you're not offending people, but it's like Richard Coleman. Lately we call him Richie Chips. It's just
Richie Chips sounds good.
Richie Chips, quality.
It's got a nice sound written to it. Where message buttons it's easier to type, you go Richie Chips.
But don't do it easy though. Like John Curtin would call Billy Casper. Real life Billy Casper.
Yeah, real life Billy Casper. So it's kind of you just do. But
Richie Chips is great.
Richie Chips,
it's a cracking name, isn't it? Richie Chips. It's almost like something off Happy Days.
I haven't changed his name on my phone though. I might do.
He's a bit cool. Yeah, Richie Chips. Leather jacket or something.
Yeah, it does sound sort of like he could be in The Sopranos,
Yeah.
Richie Chips.
It's somebody comment. So somebody commented on one of the clips online. It was Marty from Music City. Was it the Farafonzi?
The
Farafonzi. I think that's because he's from that area in Sunderland. It is, right? Or I was like, is that because he used to wear Farahs? And he used to wear Farahs at school. You might be too young.
What,
just like a grey kind of
Farah. Well,
Farah
it's just
trousers,
this sort of like posh vintage by the time it came out to us.
So uncool, cool, then cool again.
Aye, that guy's cool now.
Aye.
Farah.
Farah's back in, is it?
It's back.
I mean, I must compliment you both on you looking much more trendy than
you talk about, man?
Us two middle-aged fellas sitting there,
fly, to be honest.
You kind of rock up. I'm like, who's this? I'm like, yeah, you've been in a band. I'm like, the cool chefs walking into town.
We'll have to get ourselves a wardrobe through there.
I mean, I'm going comfortable.
Just don't look shit all the time.
Just look shit all the time.
Get really conscious, right? Because you think, right,
what colour are you wearing? I'm like, I don't know. The only three I've got in the wardrobe.
This is the only outfit we have.
Well,
it's the only day that you can wear something.
A white t-shirt.
This is like the 26th one that we've recorded. And I look at all the tails, I go, you got any other shirts? I must just choose it subconsciously every time and think, I'll be different this time. But I've been wearing the same thing constantly. You've been thinking we've been shooting this thing all day long.
Yeah. But we're even like, I'm going to change a t-shirt for the next podcast because we don't want the next one to look like we've just done two in a day. But
I thought it was cool last week though when I wore shorts.
The first time, you needed shorts last week.
I can imagine it's pretty brutal in here, is it?
Well, we only tested that out last week. Well, it's like an incubator, isn't it? So it's freezing cold in the winter. I mean, I'm sitting there and I kind of feel me like my left hand in winter time. It's like, I'm going numb. I'm like, I'm sitting there like this just because I'm cold. That's all I'm doing. Just trying not to shake and shiver. I remember Joe, because Joe came in. He was shaking, wasn't he?
He was. God, he was. He was.
He'd been in the ice bath and all that kind of stuff, and he was freezing. So he'd been outside and he came in shorts. So,
I've got to be honest with you. I feel a bit guilty having you here today. Like, well, if you've worked in hospitality, Monday mornings are lush, aren't they?
It's nice lie-in.
Coffee, it's been all right.
Podcast.
Yeah, we're in the pub by 11 o'clock on a Monday anyway, so it's all good.
So what's the average hour of working? Because I know it's kind of brutal in your world.
At the moment?
Aye.
70 something.
70.
Was that factored in the fact that you've just opened the place as well, or is that just like a standard?
No, we've just opened it.
Aye.
Oh, God. It won't last very long.
So how long have you been open for?
And it's just finished the seventh week?
Aye, 7 weeks.
7 weeks. And what's that like laying up to that? Because, I mean, we know about putting graft in. And it's getting the rewards, isn't it? And when's that going to come back? And is there any doubts when you're starting setting up?
No, can't be. You don't really have a chance when you're turning a Tyneside flat into a restaurant. You just like, we're going for it now. Like, we're knocking down walls with
What's the time scale been again, though? Because you were doing the pop-ups with Cantina. You were doing some of our events.
I mean, it's like 5 years in the making, really.
Yeah.
Lead up from the start, which was us lending a gazebo off a mate. Neither of us had a driving licence. My mate used to drive us. Again, it was Crilly, and Sam, my mates from the time bar, where we worked at the time. We're like, I would lend you a gazebo. Lent 2 trestle tables off D.
Aye.
And I had a knackered old Nisbet's Essential plancher. And I think, but then we used to go in when they'd finished service to do work to top those and use the fryers. So I'd prep in there,
Aye.
prep in your kitchen, borrow the time boss fryers. It took like 4 days to get like an event together. And we'd sell about 25 portions of car park somewhere. And I just absolutely loved it, you know what I mean? It's just like, this is classic. Yeah. Is this how much work it is for one event? Like, it must be. I've heard it's hard, like, so it must be like this. And then, but then it got easier. Put a bit of money back in. I passed my test. And got our own gear. And then by the time we got to you, we were pretty slick, you know what I mean?
So you're pretty much just building it from scratch.
Oh, like, right,
one brick at a time kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Everything in the kitchen now is like, we're just like buying little bits, you know? Like, that's a crap fridge, we'll just get a new one.
Yeah, you still like that, still got the attitude of just put it back in, slowly, keep building.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, it's been nice, it's been incremental, because by the time we got the restaurant, we're ready.
Yeah.
We'll cut our teeth, you know what I mean?
Aye. The thing is, I think you've got to have gone through the trenches with each other, because then you get all the rubbish out the way, you know each other's rhythm as well, and you didn't have to talk, you didn't have to, you know what I mean? You're not like, well, what you're doing that for? You're like, you're just on it, and you know what each other has to do.
I've never asked you this. What was the background? Like, how did you guys meet prior to Cantina?
We started playing in a band together when we were like 17.
Oh, it starts with a band, didn't it?
Look like
why are we not a band?
Because we're crap. We're too old, can't be bothered.
It's always a band.
It's always a band,
Yeah.
So what were you playing then?
Well, we're rhythm section, so I'm bass player and drummer. So I sort of had I mean, it's...
You're a drummer?
I'm the drummer,
Tune them for us after the podcast.
I'm not touching percussion, like, not a chance. I still kind of tune drums. I'm not really playing them, but I kind of tune them. I don't think anybody really can, to be honest. But that sort of like... There was sort of like a bit of non-verbal communication built from there. So by the time we started working together, I mean, we'd work together creatively for 10 years, probably, prior to starting the business. We worked together in bars, restaurants, as we were playing music. This is the best job to have, because you can take it or leave it. And then we'll go off on tour. But we went to Mexico together.
I was going to ask that. I was trying to like, see the leap from playing in a band. You went, do you fancy making some Mexican food together? Like,
So we'd always talk about opening somewhere. A bar, basically, was what we wanted to do, wasn't it?
We were in Mexico. We were with the band in Mexico.
Oh, so you were there for that reason.
And then we went there. I met my wife in Mexico. And then we came back and we're like, Mexico City's kind of good in it. I wish we had something like that in Newcastle.
Yeah, exactly.
And started like doing some more like Mexican food. Started the pop-up, called it something that no one could pronounce. Absolute nightmare. Chilaquiles. It's like a brunch dish. We were like obsessed with it. No one could pronounce it.
And you're going to love hearing that Geordie accent, like, aren't you? Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles.
It's like all sorts, man. All sorts, just like actual sorts of tacos.
Exactly.
Back to the panel shot of that, Chilaquiles.
Actually, just note that down for our band name, right? Chilaquiles. That's what we'll do. Like world music combo.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but it was, I mean, that was sort of built it up from there. I mean, but you were back and forward always, really. I mean, I went back when you and Itzel got married, but we stayed with Itzel. Basically, the hotel fell through when we got to Mexico to do the gig. The manager was just total chaos, and just nothing was prepared.
It was nothing.
It was nothing there.
So
Itzel just sort of was like, just put us up, she put us up, and her and her sister, because her and her sister were working for a magazine.
Yeah, they were doing like promo for her.
And then sort of were looking after us when we're there. And then we stayed with them for 3 weeks in their flat, and I mean, it was amazing time. Like.
It was supposed to be like a tour, but it was really like we did 2 gigs, and we were there for 3 weeks. Completely milked it.
two gigs, 3 weeks apart. You know,
it was just a 3 week bender.
Yeah.
But he's weren't chefs.
No, we're both just front of house. We're working bars.
Yeah.
You know?
Just figuring life out.
Yeah, it's like the time bar were very generous. It was like, go to Mexico for 6 weeks. I'm like, yeah, why not? Come back for a full-time job. They're like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Come out, go to either play some gigs. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's absolutely great. Not going to get another job like that.
No.
So
just sort of pick it. I mean, I did my last shift there. I'd worked in other places. Mark worked. You were there. You were the assistant manager there. Eventually, helped run it for best part of 7 years. But I mean, I went back to work there when we were building the restaurant. You just sort of never really leave that place. You know what I mean? It's like one of those.
No, it's
like proper, sort of a real spiritual home. Like
it is a spiritual home. It's it's a second home for us.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, I did my last shift there about, I don't know, 2-3 months ago or something.
You're not allowed to say last shift the way.
Well, yeah, I'm still in the group chat, man.
Tuesday, but
yeah. It's sunny the day when anyone come down and help. Like, oh, maybe I could do it.
Yeah. So you met your wife in Mexico?
Aye.
Clearly Mexican?
Aye.
Right, okay. I'm just trying to connect the dots.
Aye.
So, right.
You think from County Durham or something?
Well, now I'm like, you talk about long distance relationship, like what's going on there? So how does that work out then?
It was a very long distance relationship.
Yeah, really?
I was like, travel over there, spend 6 weeks, come back. She come over here 4 months later, just do that. Did that for a couple of years.
Aye.
Got married. Then it was the whole visa thing.
Aye.
And then we said, once the visa's accepted, and she gets like the indefinite leave to remain, we're going to open a restaurant. So I had like a time scale of like doing it, because you can't quit your job because the government want you to prove you're in full-time employment and all that sort of stuff. As soon as it was done, we were just like, right, we'll work for it. Like, we moved into the pop-up at Xerox like 3 months afterwards.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, which was the first, like, that was like so it was like, you know, borrowing the gazebo, owning the gazebo, doing bigger markets, working with you, Chris, and then pop-up at Xerox was like sort of half a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just worked with Christian, Mint down at Xerox, collaborated. It was absolutely
great
class.
venue as well. Like,
that was lush. I mean, like, beautiful dining room, tiny kitchen, like tiny kitchen.
It was smaller than this room, like.
Yeah, it was the same size as the gazebo, so it was 3 by 3. So, oh, mate, we've got a kitchen now, we've got loads of space. We've got, and it's like, it was about like 20 centimetres smaller.
The only difference is like the wind wouldn't blow coriander off.
That was the only difference. Just went inside.
That's the only difference in that kitchen. It's just like, there's perks, like.
Yeah, it's all right. It's like, yeah. It was that was mint though. Like that was a steep. That was a like learning curve, proper learning curve. It was mint. Set us up for this.
Aye, definitely.
When you first started working on the food, though, I mean, what level was it at when you first started giving it a shot?
Oh, I mean, the first
plate
chilaquiles was. I mean, it was kind of bad, probably.
Compared to now, it would be awful.
I mean, we used to buy the. We didn't make the totopos on the first event. We bought them from Bukas.
Did we?
We just used them like salted crisps. Bad. It was kind of bad. Like, I mean, the salsa was always good, but it was just it was alright. Like, it was kind of it was only $5 or something like that. It was cheap. You know what I mean?
You use good ingredients, but it's like one of those where like, right, you make it in the house, and it's like, right, I need to do 100 portions of this. Originally, would like times everything by 5, and like, just fucking tomato sauce. This it doesn't taste.
It was
like
terrible. That first batch was like,
something.
Christ, what the hell's happened? Yeah,
you can't just times it all by. 10
no, it doesn't work, does it? No.
That's the learning curve, like, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Trying to get volume out of stuff. And you go, that's not like what I started with.
No.
It's also not very nice. You know, it's nice making like sauce in a little pot. It's like, isn't that lovely? You got like,
food on mass.
20 litres just looking at you like, it just feels sick.
Proper weird. Yeah. Like,
So how do you go from the jump from like thinking about the food to actually serving it to people and making a go of that? This is a leap. There's definitely a leap of faith at some point in time. When is that?
It's just constant. Like the leap of faith still feels like that every day. Right. You know what I mean? Because you always put something new out. We develop it together. We've got a mint working relationship. You know what I mean? We just sort of.
You're pretty honest with each other, though.
Brutally. I mean, it's sort of like a like a platonic life partnership at this point. You know what I mean? Because we have to work together so much. Spend 70 odd hours a week together, and we're sort of.
We spent more time with each other over the past decade than we have with our partners.
Oh, with anybody,
Easy.
with anybody I know. You know what I mean?
At the minute.
Yeah.
It is, but because when you go home, you what's happening, and then there's always something happening.
always, you know, switch
This
off.
is the thought process because
Yeah.
it's a business and you're trying to run it, and there's other things that slot in.
Yeah.
It never ends.
No, no.
But you have to have that, and we can just be calling each other out every 2 minutes. But it has to work like that because if you're not, you're going to be hiding something, and it's relationship's going to crumble.
Yeah,
in
just
it,
sort of festers, yeah.
Well, it sounds like a band relationship, though. Do you know what I mean? You're like you're on top of each other. You're living with each other all the time. But I don't know. What's the boundaries? Do you have any?
Yeah, I think we sort of set them really early on because we didn't like each other when we first met each other.
You know.
Didn't like
It was actually the perfect. I don't know.
Was that just not talking to
Out
each
of
other?
everyone in the band, I was just like,
just
who's
young,
he?
like 16, was dead annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was an arrogant little shit as well.
You were nuts.
Or awful.
Totally
Awful.
great.
I've worked on that.
You know what I mean?
But I was like,
I
I wouldn't like me when I was 17.
I wouldn't have liked me either, really.
But,
It's a pain in the arse, but you know that was mint because I guess we sort of had it out,
Yeah.
and then cleared the air, and we did set a boundary from then,
Yeah.
and we sort of never really crossed that since. We know, and we got to know each other so well, work together, and then when we started making music properly and started to gel, that was like, oh, this is mint. You know what I mean? This is absolutely mint. It's an amazing working relationship. And the same attitude from making music together is carried into what we do.
I love that.
With the foods, with the business.
It's really similar.
It's the same process.
The same thing, like, you know, you play a gig, you get like incredibly nervous before every gig. You get the jitters. It's same before service. You know,
Well,
like
same thing though, isn't it? Because you're putting something out there.
Performance.
yeah, exactly.
Performance, it is performance.
So used to it,
isn't it?
Yeah.
but it's like we must be like, you know, adrenaline junkies or something like that. You
Oh,
must like really get off
thriving it.
Yeah.
on doing it. Yeah,
Totally thriving it. There's sort of the chaotic nature of the job we do is just like it's just down to the ground. It comes from being musicians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
there's
it's
a lot of
hard
musicians
job.
become chefs.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
The
We
lads-
had Barry Hyde on here from the Future Heads, and we didn't realise he had been as well.
Yeah.
He'd been a chef for a while. He was working in the kitchen, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think it's the unknown as well. Plus, you learn a lot from the unknown and putting yourself out there. And there's a risk. And you're willing to take that risk.
Aye.
You're willing to put everything without knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're willing to do that.
Aye.
But you don't move forward unless you do that. Do you know what I mean? There's a
Yeah,
kind of,
absolutely.
you have to, you've got to go for it.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to end up, thinking about it all the time.
Well, that's what we said.
Yeah,
Well, like,
yeah.
well, let's just do it because if not, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah, we
really.
just-
You know,
yeah.
we'll sit back and we'll be like, someone else is gonna take on that building.
Yeah.
And it could be class.
Yeah,
And we'll
aye.
walk past it every day
Yeah.
and be like,
Could have nice
could have been Cantina, that like.
Yeah.
When you saw the building, did it feel right straight away? Or had you been looking for quite a while?
Well, we hadn't really looked. It was really difficult to try and find anything because a lot of commercial property doesn't come to the market because private landlords and they work with people we trust, so it doesn't make it a market. But we got lucky after the Xerox thing had finished, and I'd been knocking on the door of the council looking for prep space for the bed and was on the mailing list. And then the lad from the council, he rang us and said, "Look, I've got this shop. Do you want to come and have a look at it?" So they got in touch with us, sort of said it you know, it was knackered, like, you know. I mean,
Really bad,
to be
like.
honest, if we know what we know now, we've got the restaurant, we've made it happen, we love it. But if I walk into a building like that again, I'm like, no, I'll
not
honestly
doing it, like-
put an extra 10 grand a year on the rent and I'll pay for something with some infrastructure because I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. I mean, because it's, you know, it was favourable, affordable, it fit, you know what I mean? But
It's like a minute walk from my house.
Yeah, it's
a minute
rather
walk.
cool.
It's
Oh,
at the bottom of
literally,
my
aye,
street.
Can I
aye.
ask you a question?
Aye.
Have you been late for work yet?
Not yet. Boss,
I
like,
used
the
to live
closer
around
I
the corner
work,
from my restaurant. I was always late because it was
Yeah.
so close.
Exactly.
I think the closer you are, the later you are. Definitely.
Yeah.
We lived on the quayside. I was always late at the time bar. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
how.
Yeah, I mean, 10-minute walk. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
20 minutes late.
Yeah, it'd be all right. I mean,
Totally. Well, you do, are you? Hey, man, got 3 minutes. That's all right.
exactly.
I put the problem with that though is you'd be late going home as well because you'd be like, I'll just stay and do this. I'll just stay and do that.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Right, 'cause
But
then
it's
you're not
good.
living there. Yeah.
It's good because like if there's deliveries or whatever, I can
Aye.
I can pop in and get them instead of like, you know, half an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
At the moment, you don't really get the chance to go home anyway. As soon as you arrive there, you're not leaving until
Get in at
you
9.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start at 9, don't we?
But it's early days.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like
a buzz, isn't it?
I think we've started with like really high standards. Everyone's happy, so you don't want to like take your foot off the gas. You know, you want to like you need to keep going at that, and then like make it better every day.
Yeah.
So we'll just do more hours, I suppose.
So what's the plan? Are you kind of really super ambitious about everything, or are you just kind of taking it one step at a time?
I think we're definitely very ambitious about what we want to do with Cantina as a brand. I want to grow it get as much out of it as we can.
Yeah.
And we have done from the start. And this restaurant is meant because 5-year lease. We're there for 5 years and build it. After 2 years, we want to look at it. We want another one.
Yeah.
Get that going. Another city. Whatever we can do, as much as we can do, as long as we can maintain standards and keep putting out, keep the love.
Yeah.
Keep the product right. Keep it happy, priced well. You know, do what we want to do for our customers. I want to do that as much as we can across the board. You know what I mean?
Well, it's that, isn't it? It's like leaping too far, too quick, and all that kind of stuff. 'Cause I think there's a lot of people kind of trip themselves up by doing that, don't they?
That's why I've always been impressed with you guys, though, because, like, I mean, I've known you just for only a few years, really. I've seen so many businesses come and go in that space of time because they do make that leap too quickly.
Oh, like
where you've kind of sort of incubated your business over time.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not going to say you're cautious because you've still got that creative streak that makes you want to kind of jump, but you've done it cautiously.
Oh,
you know, you kind of were ready for that next stage.
Like, we've done events where we've took 3 days off work, prepped, went there, and I spent thousands of pounds and tanked. Done nothing,
Lost a lot, man.
Like just went home, sat on the sofa, drank 3 San Miguel's, big bottles, and then just been like, what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
wake up in the morning, dead early, go again. Like, how was your night? Like, terrible.
Aye. It's just sort of every time. It seems if you'd had enough, I'd sort of managed to be chipper.
Exactly.
Honestly, this is a nightmare. What we're doing. No, we're all right.
We're all right.
We did have a weird break in the middle where I worked in a call centre, you were at the HMRC.
Aye.
We thought, right, let's just take our foot off the gas and look at this.
Yeah.
But we're still doing the odd event.
We'll like sit down for you.
Yeah, we need to sit down and just think, because we can't just carry on with the gazebo. It wasn't working. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
You remember the setups and that packed down setup was just awful.
It was a beast, and it wasn't translating. The product wasn't translating on street food. It was a great product, but it was like, I don't know. I felt like we weren't quite right. That wasn't our market. We weren't quite there.
Do you think it was timing as well? Because you got it's vegan food. It's all vegan, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you think that? I'm not going to say Mexican food's not a niche now, but in Newcastle it is. There's not that many people doing Mexican food
to do it. Because we're like, these are flavors that people haven't really had.
Yeah.
We had like such a big understanding of like it's a very complex cuisine.
Yeah.
And we're like, it takes a long time to sort of like sell those new flavors to people because they're like, what is that? I've never had that before,
So if you take that and then add the fact that it was vegan, you're
it's
really
a
focusing
niche.
on an audience, aren't you?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
big time.
Yeah.
Big time. And it was always meant for the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
It was meant to be market research, the gazebo.
Yeah.
But like anything, we just got into it, put we're all into it, and it just sort of snowballed.
Yeah.
And we ended up with a business that we loved, but wasn't really working for us, and it was just killing us. It was knackering. It was doing the same.
Yeah.
We weren't making any money, but we just kept going. And we always said, it's staying power. Like hospitality is staying power.
Yeah.
If you can survive long enough, then you can stay there, and you've got a story to tell, and you've got a brand there.
Yeah.
People will engage if you just stick it out. You know what I mean? And
also, we made a decision to like stop calling it plant-based. We'll just like we'll just call it food because it is just food.
It is,
and like it's just like vegetables and like cooked very well, sauces, because we did like that Wild and Brewery event and it had like plant-based on the menu. I was like, let's just rub that out.
It shouldn't be relevant.
Fish taco.
No, it isn't.
Sold thousands of tacos that day, and not one person came back and said, "That's not fish."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what we used to say. Do you remember?
Didn't have a clue.
Remember Georgia used to do inbred, the hot dogs. She wrung her hands about that for a long time, and eventually she took off vegan because she's the product stands up anyway, and the product has to stand up. So we're not even going to mention it.
Yeah.
Aye. I've been to markets with the kids before as well, and they see that on the label, and they're like, no, because they expect something's not going to taste what they're like.
Exactly.
So you're instantly not going to try it because of a word.
Exactly.
And I think you're doing the right thing.
It's like
just go on, it's good food, just try it.
Damn, honestly, the amount of people, I've heard people at markets before going, I can't have that because I'm not vegan.
everyone
It's
can eat
sort of like
it.
an allergen.
Everyone have it. Everybody.
Exactly. It's mad, man.
We haven't had any issues in heating though.
Yeah. No. With it, as soon as we opened the restaurant, it was like this is we're in my wheelhouse. And we started doing more kitchen after Xerox. Xerox was mint because then it's really started to translate there.
Yeah.
Like, mint, we're in my wheelhouse. Yeah, this is class.
Yeah, totally.
And then when we finished up there, we did the Magic Hat more sort of tasting menu and started to really push ourselves with the food. And that was mint. Tickets were selling. Like, we've got something here.
Yeah.
And then this was all building up towards the restaurant. And by the time we got to the restaurant, it was like, it's been full, every night. And people get it. No one bats an eyelid. People don't, like, it's not even there's just no question about it anymore. Like, I'm working front of house now, so I talk to the customer. And I am in front of house.
I didn't know that.
And they're just engaged because you're a restaurant. Look, it's a beautiful restaurant. It's fitted lovely. Looks great. Bar's great. Drinks are good.
Yeah.
And they just want to come and eat good food. It's all that's gone. It's really nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued about this kind of journey from the gazebo days and it not working. At what point do you go, well, I'm going to have to pause this, but you keep going, but you know something has to change. What's that like? Because you kind of, that must be soul destroying. I've built a business. This is not working. Why? Do you know what I mean?
We always knew that, like, we'd eat the food and be like, we're not delusional. This is good. This is like really good, you know.
So you believe in yourself.
We'll go out, we'll eat in restaurants. Yeah, we'll go out, we eat at loads of restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, we've got good palates. And we'll be like, this stands up, you know.
100%.
And it's just like, maybe we're not in the right area. Maybe we're like promoting it wrongly.
So you're looking at different ways to try and figure this out.
And we're just like tweaking it little bits, you know, over time. And then when it came up, the property in Heaton, it was like, that's probably the only area for us to be.
It's it's
perfect.
It's a massive risk.
Bouncing.
Yeah. Because now you've got a building.
Yeah.
I've got to build this thing. I've got to
that was nuts. Like,
it's another uphill battle, isn't it?
The building of it was,
I
think, the maddest thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
It was just
do you have any doubts throughout that? Because you must be like pulling ceilings down, going, what the hell are we doing now?
Crucial amount, like an insane amount,
really
amount of doubts.
Big on the first day and like knocking down the wall and being like,
are we allowed to do this?
I didn't know I could do this, you know. Is our wall structural?
The rest of the building's still
exactly.
Yeah. Just give it a go. Fingers in the ears and that.
Yeah.
Because and then you've got to work out, you've got to navigate building regulations, you've got to navigate planning permission, navigate, working with contractors, who only speak builder. And you just like to say these things, I don't know what it means, so I'm going to give you a lot of money. Please get it right.
Yeah.
And the money's just going out. You know what I mean? And you've got, it was six months build, you know what I mean? And it was just wait a year for planning permission to get cleared.
So have you got to borrow money as well? Have you got to kind of start with that?
Just borrow a load of cash.
Yeah. So you're taking, you're risking your whole thing, aren't you? You're taking it all into your own hands.
Yeah.
And I think that's important with businesses, and like it's important to talk about this kind of stuff. Because people just say the shiny, going, oh, look at you with your restaurant and that. Must be nice.
It's like
big time, eh?
Because that's what people say. They just say that. You're like,
they must be doing well.
I've lost the finger. Do you know what I mean? Remember that time? You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Because everybody has, you got your scars. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
And they don't say that graft.
Totally.
And I think that's it there. Is kind of, if you could plug me into the matrix and go, this is what it takes to get to there, right? People wouldn't even start. They wouldn't even think about it.
No,
I think that's the hard thing about a small business.
Yeah.
I think it just sort of snowballed. Like we got the alcohol license in July last year.
Yeah.
We didn't sign the lease till January this year because we were just putting off signing the lease, being like, we need the planning done. Yeah. We need to know actually if we can do it. Because it's in the middle of like a residential area. Yeah. So extraction needs to be like very good, very expensive.
Which costs a bit of money, like, doesn't it?
It costs a lot of money. It costs
like
a lot of money.
60% of the budget just gone. The mad thing is, this is what we were trying to work out before we started. It's like, how do you properly budget for it? Because there's so many unknowns. Want you to sign a lease and there you go, crack on, and you're in. You cannot get out. 5 years, you can default, liquidate. That's the only way out. And you're like, right, well, so how's that working? Because like, I don't know how much it's going to cost to build it.
Yeah.
So like, we were like, are we going to be out of business before we're in business?
Yeah. You don't know the full state of the building until you really sign the lease and you get the keys and you can go and like we were like, oh, there's an e-boiler. There's like very minimal like
no services
gas
at all.
Like the electric board was tiny. We had to put a toilet downstairs.
Also, you'd have to put like 3-phase and all that sort of stuff in. You had to rewire the. Get my house rewired this week.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. I was just shared trauma there. Like, God, it was nuts, you know, and because the conditions for planning in the extract. See, you know, there's like 3 tiers of extraction.
Yeah.
You start about $6,000 mint. That's what we planned for. Initial budget, $6,000 extraction. You need this. Right, well, that puts it up to 16. I only need this. Right, so that's 32.
It's
Just like that. And then this is your back and forth. And you're like, I've started the build. There's no way out.
Yeah.
So...
And you're like,
we're not getting those nice plates anymore.
Then you just start putting cost on the stuff that people...
You run out of money on things people can see. They're not walking in there being like, oh, look at all this fireproof cladding behind all these painted walls. They don't know any of this.
Yeah.
They're just like, they see things. We've been helped out loads by a lot of different people. Like...
But that was it when it was like these snags would come up halfway through the building, but you've got like lads in there on decent day rates, so you're looking at money going, and then we're standing there like, you know what I mean, just like worried, like, and then we just go to Wetherspoons, have a pint, sometimes way earlier in the morning than it should have been. Breakfast, just get on the phone, ring every conceivable person that you know that's been through it. How do I get this over the line? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? And the people come back. You know, people have been amazing. It's just like community came through. All the people we've worked with over the years, hospitality people who've been through it, just couldn't have done it without them. Like,
you know what I mean? Do you think when you work in hospitality though, you've got like a hidden extra gear?
Yeah. Oh, I definitely.
I always remember talking about extraction when I had my restaurant. We were in the middle of a Saturday service once, and the extraction unit fell from the ceiling.
Oh my God!
Right,
class.
Right, and it was like 8:45. So on the second sitting, the place was heaving, and the whole thing. And then obviously it triggered the electric still shut down, so everything went off. So we ended up having to ferry. Like, I mean, this thing you don't factor it in. So you had these people halfway through a meal. We had to get them taxis to other restaurants. They were literally ringing people we knew in the city centre. We were in Gosforth. Can you fit 30 people in your restaurant? I can get 10 in. So you're literally getting black cabs and that for people just to go across the city.
It's a nice thing to do.
But then you're like, and we'll pick the bill up, and you're like, I don't know how we're going to afford that.
Exactly.
Because you want those customers to come back.
Oh, that's it.
So you can't, no matter how bad the experience is for you, you've got to let them leave that building thinking I was taken care of.
It's his reputation, isn't it?
And I'll go back there once they've got the extraction sorted.
It's embarrassing because that's the thing that could end you.
Oh, I remember because it was tiny, my restaurant, and we had an open pass, which at the time was quite unique. And similarly, we were on the top floor of like an old Art Deco squash club.
Yeah,
so there was nothing. That was, I would say, was industrial. It was all like domestic fittings and that, and we had to put certain things in. And just like, it was just harrowing all the time because there'd be something that would go wrong. Like the windows were single glazed, and in the winter, you'd have customers sitting in the window. I remember taking orders once, right? My hands were cracking and bleeding.
We've got that look forward to this.
Well, it's just what it's going to be like. And boiling hot in the summer, freezing cold in the winter.
Yeah.
So, somehow it all works. It's the mad thing. You talk about like the stuff that goes wrong. Like, I mean, the amount of times that the fryers at the beginning of the service at Xerox, it'd boom, power gone, fries are off, sound. Let's just turn them back on. I turn that thing on first. That's up to put that thing on. And sometimes you find a workaround. And the guest just has no idea. And that's the whole point, isn't it?
As long as they're looked after.
As long as they're happy to get their foods the right temperature, it's served well, tastes good.
Yeah.
You know, they're having a good time.
Yeah.
But sometimes behind, you know, what's
the
going on?
scenes
It's just
total
like
chaos.
nothing is working. Why is?
Yeah.
You just have those days. You've got like brand new equipment, everything's mint, and it all just decides to go, nah, I'm not coming to work today.
Yeah.
And it's just like, right, sounds. There's 40 people out in the dining room, like, so want some food, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to wait.
What's the solution? Got to find one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do. Just problem solve, you know.
I think that's everything, isn't it? 80% is problem solving.
Oh, it is,
That's every single thing. And people management. It's a kind of cross between the two, isn't it? Yeah. What did you do in your restaurant? You like give gloves out when you walk in or something? Why would you do that?
Oh,
like
man.
little winter care package.
Exactly. See, now I'm trying. I'll be a bit more sort of boho about it.
Yeah.
Got some blankets here for you guys. You know,
Yeah,
if you're in Europe in like little courtyard and that, but you're indoors.
You're inside.
The table's just candles
Oh
everywhere.
man,
Just trying to warm
honestly,
them up.
it was just mental. It was mental. It was like 40 Towers.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
But it's got character.
It did.
I'd go to somewhere with character as long as like the people looked after us. The food doesn't even have to be like amazing.
Yeah,
that's the thing though. Customer
service is
It's
like
the most important
amazing,
thing.
that.
Yeah.
It's like you can go somewhere.
solid.
Does it feel right now that it's ready? Because like you see like new build restaurants, they don't have any personality and.
Oh, this is like we'll move the fridge upstairs the other day. There's chunks out the wall and all sorts already. I mean, have to redecorate already. We're 7 weeks in. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's so
doesn't look brand new.
No, it didn't look brand new after the first service. It was beautiful before the customers turned up. You know what I mean? But,
You do things like you're like, oh, it's nice paint, and you paint the wall, and you're like, well, we're painting the bathroom with that. Like, all the water's just going to stay in the walls. We need that sort of paint. So I was like, you gotta buy some more paint, and then that scratches, and it's like, the skirting boards are all.
It's just constant.
That sort of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. It's just, and it'll never, it's never going to be finished, is it?
No,
like because but they aren't. They're like. It's a growing thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? This is like the beginnings of something. So by year 2, it's going to look different. There'll be something added in. We'll have and be like, why haven't we been doing that since year 1?
It's like your home, innit,
Well, it is. It's like your house.
As long as it's like really energetic, everyone's looked after, music's good, then we're fine.
Creating a vibe, aren't you?
Yeah, you're exactly. You're trying to take people into like a different space. You don't want them to be like escapism, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, and come and just switch off. That's what you want, innit? You know what I mean? You want to be in a different zone for whatever you've got, an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
A few drinks, crack on with your mate and just be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a good time. And it's like, there's a lot of work that goes into doing that, you know what I mean? It's important.
There's no better time to be in Heaton, is there? It's great.
It's all right,
It's nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's mad. I mean, we moved in.
That's where the
what,
trendy
21?
people live, That's where I live as well.
It's kind of trendy, like a lot of urban stocks,
A lot of this. Is it not like Crocs and white socks now? Like I think that's
might be.
Don't mind it. The other day, right, Chesman Food Market, I went home and my partner's family were around, and they all live away. They live in Lancashire, and so and they'd just done like an 11-mile walk along Hadrian's Wall for like a charity thing. So she went, I've ordered some food from Cairns. Well, I was in the car, right, and I had a pair of Birkenstocks on and white trainer socks.
Nice.
Well, I had no intention of going in a place, did I? Right. So she goes, go and collect it from Cairns, will you? Just right. I went, okay. So I went in. It was about 7:30. It was full, right? Like it was boiling hot in there. I was wearing like an ill-fitting t-shirt and a pair of shorts, trainer socks and a pair of black Birkenstocks. And he goes, sorry, you have to wait, it's half an hour. sat in the reception. I just owned it in the end. My feet up and that and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, sort of just done an accidental hipster thing.
Oh, man, totally. Got to say, it was comfortable, like.
People taking selfies with you. You know what you
Totally.
get socks from?
That bloke in Heaton.
Birkenstocks and socks, because it's just Crocs and socks, isn't it? But it's smart now. Like we were talking about this before. It'd be good, how something everyone tries to push against, like what the norm is, and now that becomes the mainstream. I think that's become the mainstream, hasn't it?
Totally.
And like,
Yeah, we can't get
so
away
why
with that.
kill now? Was that why you pushing against the grain by being so normal? But, we're not mainstream. Start wearing Ben Sherman shirts again.
Quality.
I think I've still got some under the bed, actually.
Probably are.
4 sizes too small, like now. But
I remember the days of gingham shirt. Have you ever? When was the last time you mentioned the word gingham?
I think a couple of weeks ago when I was wearing my gingham shirt.
Really? You got them when you dust off the bench shirt, or you going out for a meal? Is that what happens?
Like the other shirt that I wear on the podcast.
One or two.
Is that because of Ray White and everything's knackered in your house? You can't wash now. So
I couldn't find my glasses or anything this morning.
Really?
Nothing. So, like,
one of them
honestly,
around the
it's
head kind of
carnage.
thing, Have you not got
I might have to get those head. Well, I do.
Get a string like Larry Grayson.
Then I had to find temporary places for the things that that belong in other places.
Yeah. Aye.
So I don't know where they are.
There's a cultural reference, boys. You might not know what the hell we're talking about now. I've mentioned Larry Grayson. Do you know who Larry
you're
Grayson
losing us a little bit like
Right.
Come on.
TV guy, he had like glasses on, but he had like this string line, so almost like a bit like pearly kind of beads, weren't it? Which kind of held his glasses on, and he was a game show host. Anyway, it was quite fun. I mentioned this morning. We were talking about this, weren't we? I just rattle off about 5 things to Alice, right? About Ready Brick and the glow of Ready Brick.
No structure to this podcast, by the way.
So I mentioned Ready Brick and the glow of Ready Brick. I was like, yeah, Alice. I was like, hang on, you probably not know what the hell I'm talking about. We went, no, yeah, I don't.
No,
so I showed you the advert,
the man.
and you got it. See?
I mean, Dan showed it. They do this all the time. They'll just say things and references,
Alice.
and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But anyway, we go back to films and stuff like that. Films.
Films.
F-I-L-A-M. So we go back to films. And we talk about like Back to the Future. What was the one that you hadn't seen? You hadn't seen Uncle Buck and Planes, Trains, all of that?
And all the 80s cartoons you were talking about the other week. I've got no idea.
Like He-Man and Thundercats and all that. I mean, they're all going to come back because now they don't want to spend money on IP, so they just regurgitate the old stuff. That's what's happening to Superman and all that kind of thing. Because they don't want to spend money on new things, so they go, hang on, it's already in people's brains already from 40 years ago, so we'll just spit this crap out again.
Mysterious Cities of Gold. Hope they do, like.
Well, I mean, they're not going to get that far, like, but they'll do
Why
Batman
not?
15 times over, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is insane. Like,
But
it's just
insane.
like a redo of a redo constantly. Yeah.
It is, because we're talking about marketing budgets as well. You need the same amount of marketing budget as you do with the budget to make the thing, and nothing gets pushed now. And you're finding like films online where you go, oh, this is fantastic. I've never heard of this thing because they haven't spent any marketing budget. Anyway, we're going to Jason steal them. So,
totally random question. What was your cartoon of the day? I want to gauge what age difference is.
Oh, right.
Oh, you sat them on TV.
Put that on the menu, man. Cartoon of the day. That's a great question.
Like Nickelodeon cartoons, probably like Hey Arnold and stuff like that. You know, like
SpongeBob's or not? Or you
SpongeBob
really?
was out bad. I didn't really watch SpongeBob.
No.
I still watch SpongeBob.
I've got younger sisters though, so like.
Well, I've got little brothers. I mean, he loves SpongeBob. I think Johnny Quest. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was mint. Maybe Big Brother used to watch that.
Johnny Quest is the cartoon I felt guilty for watching because I was too old to be watching, but I still did.
I do quite like cartoons as an adult. I can't really remember. Pokemon was massive. Okay. I never really liked it, but it was massive.
Oh, we had some classics, man, didn't we? Dungeons and Dragons.
Thunderbirds was back around.
Well, you missed that one. That was terrible because it was like from a 60s thing. You didn't watch that, but you still watched the old Batman. You know, he's like, it's like his cape's wide and he's going up the building.
The Adam West one. The Adam West one. It's so good.
With proper shiny light with tights. You know, something you buy an outfit on Amazon now. That's what he was wearing.
Yeah. It looks like he's on a stag do.
But I mean, what music as well in your area? Because you're from bands. What was the music you were listening to? What got you into the vibe in the first place?
Was like in the sort of indie sort of sleaze thing was happening, wasn't it? Like, so to be fair, it was meant for us because it was like Futurehead's first record just come out. Maximo Park's first record just come out. That was big records. For me, anyway. I listened to like my own kind of music. 15.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Went to see them a lot of times. It was still like Enemy TV was the thing. You know what I mean? Used to discover music through that. Because I listened to all old music with my family. Yeah. Listened to all of that, and then when you're sort of 15, your own discoveries. Yeah. But like having local bands like Futureheads and Maximo Park was mint. You know what I mean? Because you see them locally, and it was just like, these are like proper bands. They're not like daft local bands, like proper bands.
Yeah. The ones that made it from around your way kind of thing. Because there weren't anyone.
But actually made a difference to the scene as well. You know what I mean? Or really impactful bands.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we went on tour with Frankie and the Hot Strings.
Yeah, we toured with Frankie.
It was our first UK tour, was supporting them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mint. Yeah.
And what was the name of your band? How was that?
It was called Let's Buy Happiness.
Let's Buy Happiness.
And there was 5 of us.
Yeah. 5, it was mint. But I think, I don't know, was just like indie music was like massive. Libertines.
Guitar music.
Guitar music, I mean, it was like all guitar music. I don't think I'd really listen to it. I love electronic music now, but I hadn't listened to it till I was about 25.
I was the same as well,
you know what I mean?
Took a long time.
The thing is, it's what's out there that kind of shapes your existence as a teenager as well, isn't it?
Massively, aye. It's your identity, innit?
It completely is, but you seek it out. I mean, when I was a kid, you were seeking stuff out that you've never heard of. But it's still got to be halfway out there for you to kind of find it in the first place.
Yeah, like it was like, I don't know, it was, not to be like old and that, but it was a bit better when we were younger, because like you used to like have like LimeWire and stuff, and you used to like, you know, illegally like download all these albums, and you used to put loads of effort into it, or like make cassettes off the radio and stuff like that, and you put loads of effort into it.
It was mint.
Now with Spotify, it's too easy. You just don't appreciate it, you know, it's too much.
It's singles now, isn't it? Because people don't make albums, and I still love an album. I still love that kind of journey.
This has been like a theme though, hasn't it? Like, because that sort of fanaticism that you have from that era, where you'll sit, and we've talked to about 5 guests about the same thing, you'll sit and pour through the album sleeves and the artwork and the lyrics, and you look at all the all the credits and that. It's gone. I mean, it's starting to make a bit of a resurgence now. But you're right. I mean, I talk to my kids, they'll listen to Spotify playlists, like, well, I love this song. I'll go, who is it? And I'll go, I don't know. Got no idea.
Yeah, it's just sort of you've got algorithm chooses for you. I mean, it's a nightmare. I find it hard now to discover new music, because you just become naturally, it kind of makes you lazy.
It does.
You know what I mean? It makes you lazy. You just sort of, it's there. Or, you know, artist radios and stuff like that are great, and you do discover stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want to just like sit down and properly listen to a record. I haven't done it for ages. I'll just listen to a mix of the general genre that I like.
Yeah.
The algorithm brings back the same. You really listen to the same 40 tracks.
You do.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I want to like just constant battle to try and not be like mad lazy about it. Like just get like discover something again.
It's nice going to a record store and like spending time with like, that looks cool. The artwork looks great.
It's hard though, because you do lean back to what you used to, don't you? And it happens as you get older. I always think I'm like progressive and I listen to new music.
Yeah.
Then you'll get your Spotify thing at the end of the year, it'll be like, you've listened to the Rocky theme tune 400 times this year or something. Do you know what I mean? All right, I thought I'd been like, you know, deepened.
Yeah.
Well, it was for motivational days, wasn't it?
Keeps you going now.
Here we go. Come on.
Get back up, come on.
Just that chicken around that yard.
I wanted to ask you about the vegan thing as well. So, lifetime vegans or not? And
well, we serve dairy in the restaurant now. Occasionally, yeah. We serve like eggs on the brunch, and I think we predominantly eat like plant-based diets. Eat dairy.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Vegetarian if there was a.
But going way back, how long have you been?
Well, it's sort of staunchly vegan for about 7 years, weren't we? Pretty strict.
Out of choice.
It's just the usual, you know, animal rights, the normal stuff. You know what I mean?
But did it happen quite late, or were you quite young?
Yeah, I mean 20, like much later on. Yeah,
I think early 20s, like 2021.
Was that kind of a thing around your friend group as well? Because you tend to do things what other people are doing at the time when you get into things.
I think the majority of us, it was only us two for a long time.
It was me, you and John, wasn't it?
Aye.
John, who used to drive us round and help with the gazebo. John, I think you're exposed to things.
Yeah.
And if you've got a mate that's a vegan, you crack on with them about it.
Yeah.
They tell you some stuff about it. And you think, God, that's pretty brutal.
Aye.
And you know, and it sort of, you go, yeah, no, I'm with you on this.
Yeah.
I think it's tough because people get labelled like being preachy about it, and that's what really puts you off.
Yeah.
What's me off about anything? If you were banging on about meat all the time, like, all right, that's enough.
Aye, totally. It's just, we just like stopped having the conversation with people and just being like, eat this food. You'll enjoy it.
It divides the room, doesn't it? Yeah, it divides the room, and that's
it's not necessary either. You know, it's a personal choice. If you're going to choose what you know, everybody's allowed to choose what they want to eat.
You're right.
And it's not up to. I'm not bothered what anybody else does.
We're not going to stop being mates with people who like all the mates eat meat.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like stop being mates with them. It'd be absolutely insane.
Sniffing them and that. I'm not. You had meat today,
You
stick a lamb.
Has there been anything that's almost turned you? Because we've had this conversation before. I nearly turned a vegetarian through the smell of bacon going through a house.
I don't know.
Like that.
Well, there was a dish that we're cooking in Long Friday, which was like black pudding, mussels, butter, samphire. When you're making that, I was like, I've never eaten mussels in my life. I've never really eaten seafood. Wasn't like raised to eat seafood. When I was making it and like put on the pasta, I was like, it smells amazing.
Yeah.
I was just like, it smells so good. And they're like, it tastes really good. I was like, I'm not going to go there today, but it smells great though.
Well, it's up, that barbecue smell drifting over the fence and that, you know what I mean? It's always that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything for yourself?
It's, I think, to be honest, I eat everything for years. I love it. I love all food. So, yeah, I love it. Pretty much any plate of food and go, I want to eat it, but I don't because it's not I'm eating it. I would honestly, I'd eat anything.
But in this country, we make it feel far more niche than it actually is, though. You know what I mean? Like, so if you travel, you go to somewhere like India, and you could eat like 80% of your diet could be vegan, at times in certain areas, and you just don't think about it because it's packed full of flavour. You don't question it. You just it just is.
I was doing an event once, right? It was a mate's wedding, and everyone's like had a few. Everyone was mortal. This person come up to order. She was like, "Yeah, I've never had a vegan meal before. What's this like?" And then the lad next to her was like, "You never had a fruit salad, like?" What do you mean you've never had a vegan meal? You have a banana at breakfast time, vegan meal. It's just a mad sort of thing. It's like, because it's got a label, it's veganism, and it is, it's a preachy to mad.
But what I was saying before, though, is if you put it in a bucket, people think they can't be part of that bucket. Because it's a thing that belongs to a certain group.
Exactly.
But I hate labels, that's the whole point. We're talking about boxes today now, like putting yourself in a box and labeling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, if you didn't see it, then it wouldn't exist. You should just be doing your thing. I fancy that today, I fancy that today.
Yeah.
Why do we have to, hang on, I haven't put a label on it, you can't put it out yet.
Yeah.
Bugs me about society, about that kind of stuff. It's the same as music as well, same as everything. What do you listen to? Well, everything.
Everything.
It's kind of like,
everything. Absolutely.
You Frank Sinatra on one, and you're getting Metallica out. You're like, well, you can't do that. Well, yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely can.
I've got my daughter in the van. I'm like, actually, it's Taylor Swift. There's a couple of bangers in there.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a big convert recently to Taylor. Like, my partner loves her, and I was just like,
you can't help tap that foot. Do not resist the foot tap.
I don't want to because I thought I was cool, but maybe it is cool to like Taylor. I don't know.
I think so.
It's all a country vibe, and I'm like, I like stuck like Luke Combs on, and she's like, a fast car. I'm like, well, fast car was. Do you know what I mean? Then you start going in the history of like where the song originates from, and who sung it first, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they say, like this version better. I'm like, all right, okay, fair enough. You know what I mean? But it's that. It's kind of good. Track's a good track. That's what I always say.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's Rodrigo and Gabriela. They play like the Spanish acoustic, Mexican acoustic.
Is that the one that you sent me?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Metallica, sort of like. Was it Blackened or something like that? So they did a version of that in Spanish guitar. I'm like, everyone's like, that's phenomenal. I'm like, yeah, it's a Metallica track, but you wouldn't listen to Metallica.
No.
But the song is quality. That's why it translates to a different way of playing it. You know?
Definitely.
And that's what I love about stuff like that, like changing it up. Some cover versions, you were talking about Futureheads, Hounds of Love. That must be one of the best covers.
Brilliant. Absolutely, completely agree.
It's
incredible.
It's
incredible. Now they've changed, but the changes are completely around. And now you go, all right, now I'm into this song. I didn't like it before, but now it's better. That's fascinating.
Yeah,
it really fascinates me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask some questions?
11 o'clock.
I know.
Flying now.
Yeah, it is. Menu time.
Menu. Spying this then. Or how it then?
Just reminding myself, because we write the things down.
Never can't remember what they are.
Can't remember what they are. The little notes. So anywhere you want to go, boys, just shout something out. We'll do the Greg's last.
Right, how then? Would I just say one of these things?
I think it was
right. Curry versus gravy.
There we go.
See your statement. You always say the same statement all the time.
This is a chip-based question. Yeah. You know what? I have to say it like that. I have to be like that because my brain will go off on a tangent, then we'll not get to the bloody question. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole point. I've got to breathe, look out, and then go, right, chip-based question. Right. So, curry versus gravy. Which one are you having on your chips, boys?
Curry and chip, man. Like
Curry and chips?
big time, man.
Curry?
Yeah.
All the time. You both curry and chips.
I'd like
my son curry sauce, man. You know that block. It's the beast. It's a beast, man.
The
It's
block
best.
in the tub.
I buy it now.
Always got one of them in the house, like.
Yeah, if I'm really hungover,
Yeah.
I get the my son out. Like,
Yeah.
it's good.
we used to convince the tandoori next to us to put the masala, like red and sauce, put that on the chips.
You just get red and chips.
Masala chips?
Yeah.
Used to just have the sauce and
Yeah.
some chips. So that's what we used to have.
That's
It's
the one.
amazing.
Like, that's the one.
Because the thing is, chippy chips, if you haven't like gravy or curry, I think gravy's more a bit. I think it's the chips. You get into a Chinese, you get the chips, and those are like gnarly and crispy and all that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the gravy's more salty, isn't it?
Aye.
Than normal chip shop, and it's got a different flavour to it.
Yeah.
Chip
Than
shop.
chip
gravy's
shop, so it's
different,
kind of because that could be the thing. Are you going to the Chinese for your chips? Is that your favourite?
I mean,
chippy chips?
absolutely. Well, the different chips. It's mad that there's different chips. You got chip chop chips, then you got Chinese
Quite hard
takeaway
to say
chips,
that
and
one,
Indian
like,
chips.
chip
It's
chop
just hard, that, like, especially with a dry mouth.
Yeah. But then you get to a pizza shop and then you get an oven chips. You're like, you need something on there, but awful on
They're
there.
rubbish.
like,
The
I'm not
noodles.
getting chips from
Yeah.
a pizza shop.
I
like.
like them from the Indian takeaway. Like.
Yeah.
I felt like
The
potatoes.
roasties.
Aye,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're like roasties. Aye, they're mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a little bit spice in there in the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you flavour the things up.
Was curry?
I had some curry
chip
on
shop
chips on
curry,
Saturday.
Is that not got raisins in it? Sometimes there's raisins in it.
Chip shop
I'm not
like
a
this,
fan, like,
I mean,
I
it
didn't
should
like
be
when it's got
illegal, like
raisins in
so.
there. It's like much
It's offensive.
It is pretty brutal, like
offensive.
guy.
Who else?
What?
I don't know why did
Who put the raisins in? Like,
You know
It's
what?
like someone's trying to interpret like coronation chicken or something, isn't it?
it's very odd.
Because it's like
It feels like a
What?
mistake. Hang on, somebody's dropped something to me curry.
Aye.
totally.
In a rabbit
I thought that were peas.
Even peas. I found a pea. I'd be more offended with a pea in me curry than I would be with a raisin.
Yeah, you went just straight
It
chemical
just
curry
doesn't
sauce.
go at all, does it?
Peas on. I had some
Highly offensive.
Saturday. I had chicken curry on chips
Chicken curry
at the market.
All right, okay. All in one.
Yeah,
One tray.
but I lift the chips up and put vinegar on the bottom.
See, that's a lift. It's the thing. It's a separation thing as well.
Got to have all the flavours.
I mean,
salt,
I
vinegar,
I
curry.
thought I was a bit weird, like, but I stick a bit of vinegar on top of
Yeah.
the curry. It's just
But that acid. Yeah.
Cuts through
It
the
does.
fat, doesn't it?
But sometimes I think you've got to pour it on straight away because if you leave it a bit, it kind of starts to congeal on the
Oh, you
top,
gotta eat it
and then
quick,
it
like,
runs down like a mountain. Do you know what I mean? It's like water rolling off.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just ends up in the corners of the tray, and then all the under chips
got
get
that curry
soggy.
sauce.
And so that's the problem with that thing. But are you having batter on
I mean,
with curry? Are you
I often
going no or
forget
what?
actually, but I definitely always chuck batter on there. I mean, I don't often do it, but now you've said it, I don't know why I haven't been doing that my whole life.
You bothered or not? Does it bother you or not? Can you take it or leave it?
No, I think, well, now he's saying it, I think it just sounds like the best thing ever. But it's not. I don't normally do it like. But I'll definitely, batter sounds class.
Oh, it is.
Batter holds that salt in there,
Textural
no?
nuance.
Oh, it is. So you got
Band name.
fat
There's another
acids in
one.
it.
Textural nuance.
Textural nuance. Right, note that one down.
Very good, that, yeah.
How about yourself, Mark? You going butter or not? You're a
Yes,
butter lad?
definitely.
Yeah?
But
Okay.
the chips I usually have are just fish and chips, like chip shop.
Yeah.
Go
Chip
chip
shop.
shops. Aye,
Yeah.
chip shop.
Mushy peas,
Aye.
vinegar
Mushy
on the mushy
peas.
peas, loads of butter, salt and
All right,
vinegar.
okay.
Aye.
Because for me, it should be. I mean, mushy. I couldn't put the mushy on top of anything.
Why?
You got to be on the side because it's a separate thing. You want to be controlling how much.
It's not
pea you
a
have.
sauce, though, is it?
But it's not sauce. No, it's like
See,
an additional accompaniment
Oh,
to
no.
the meal.
Me, I just...
You want to control the amount of
Absolutely.
pea because you don't want to run out of pea. That's the
Well, that's
thing.
what you do though. If you just chuck them on there, they're all gone. Then
They're
you're
all
left with
gone.
like loads of
Aye.
chips. Your
'Cause
batter's gone. It's a bit disappointing in the
You're
end.
kind
isn't
of
it?
digging down, do you know what I mean? You got a
Aye.
mountain of earth, right? You got to dig to get underneath, and then all the good stuff's gone at the top.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So, and that last mouthful has to be everything,
I
all of the
agree.
things,
Yeah,
all
it's
the time.
sad, like when you smash it all in too early. I would always do that. Like, I was left with like just a load of chips.
Yeah.
You just get an extra pot, I guess, of curry sauce.
I think
2 tiers.
Too much, man.
I don't know why they do 2 tiers, though, man.
Yeah.
They've got small now, though. They're like that.
Yeah.
The tubs of curry that you get from a chip shop.
I don't like it when you don't. You need to have it on.
Yeah.
Like proper, like curry and chips in a tray.
Yeah.
It's all ready to go. Don't want to be like self-administering. You know what I mean?
Because now it's
set up. Self-administer.
What are you paying for?
I'm paying for the full experience. You know what I mean?
Paying for, you know. I'm not gonna like.
I want it on the side. I'm not working for it. You know.
Yeah. I think the food in a box, because now it's turned into being a box. It's almost like a pizza box with chips in it now, isn't it?
I didn't like that.
I had my first one of those.
You went for the munch box, didn't you?
Aye, but you kept going your munch box, and I was like, it's like a pizza box on the counter, and I was like, that's not for me. Like, kept going, that's yours, and I took it, and I was just like, blew me mind.
Full of
I was
terrible
like,
things.
What's this Chinese food doing in an Italian pizza box? I was just like, the world's gone mad.
Yeah.
I mean,
fusion.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, it's the delivery system that you're getting it in. I think that's the problem. But
I don't like fish and chips in a box. Like
I don't. But the thing is, with that big box, I think you're missing the trick. There's a bad design flaw to that, because what you're saying is you should have extra, or the tub should be extra. They've got room to put tubs on the side. Also, maybe there's little compartments in there designed for the chips. And
you're getting an Emirates flight to work or something like that.
You know what? Two little pop-up tabs to hold the curry sauce in. That's not breaking the engineering kind of threshold, is it? It's just two little tabs, and then you pop your cup, and then that'll be a game changer. Do you know what I mean? Even on the lid, you open your lid, and your knife and forks just slid in there.
He's the kind of person that like order sort of things to be in.
Just
practicality,
right? All your chips lined up.
Slides from large to small like that. Got your plates.
All in a line.
Like Sergeant Did. You got to pick one.
Brilliant.
This on Saturday, because I mentioned this earlier on, this was travelling with my son to eat things. He went to Greg's. You got the chicken strips, and then you got the wedges, ketchup, and a bottle of orange. Right, there's only four hands in between, like the two of us here. So, how do you do this and walk at the same time? This is a genius kind of thing, right? So, I had the pockets, right? So, because I had my shorts on, so I've got holster pockets, right? So, bang there. Right, we've got the oranges in there, but make sure you flip the lid, and it's got that plastic thing bent back as you hit them lids.
So it's accessible.
You can just thumb up the lid, right?
That's it. Yeah. On the go.
One hand, thumb up lid, drink, then back in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like outlaw Josie Wales and that. so you're doing that, right? And then you've got these two long trays.
Thing, or?
No. Yeah. Well, this is the food, the travel food version of that. Do you know what I mean? I love this. I get excited about
Dan's Culinary Army.
I'm like, I've got to talk about this because this is fantastic. So anyway, you've got that little clear window on the top, so you tear it and pull that back, right? So you've got access to the dippers. Well, you had ketchup. I'm like, right, so we're going to have to wedge that in between a couple of wedges so the ketchup sits in the tray. So I've got the tray of wedges and he's eating, right, the dipper. So he leans over. I've got my right hands. He leans over, dipping as we walk, right? But it has to be wedged so that you don't dunk. I was like, you dunk and you're not dipping, right? Because he dunked and he half
not dipping.
Up, right? Because he picked up the ketchup.
Well, exactly. It's going to come out.
And I'm like, you pick up the ketchup pot that's on the floor. We're done, right? Disaster. You want to enjoy this walk as we go. So I was like, dip, don't dunk, right? So anyway, right?
I have to look at Alice's face for some reason.
It was seamless. I walked past a couple and they clocked us doing this. I'm like, they're gonna
definitely
use this and go, hang on. He had a good system.
You'll be walking around Sunderland and everyone's going to be doing it.
I was quite proud of the system. Nothing dropped. Everything was fine. He went through the chicken strips first, and then we'll go on to so then he's got free hands, and then he kind of finish off the wedges. Yeah. And then it was seamless. It was absolutely seamless. I was quite proud of that. Yeah, but
sit down and enjoy your meal. Sounds incredibly stressful.
Sounds like a complete nightmare. But he's got
one of those things at the
now I'm thinking about this, right? Yeah, have I put undue stress on having to walk to a shop when you could have just 5 minutes sat down?
Just throwing in granite enjoy
Well, the
yourself.
ice cream people used to carry.
Do you know? They're finding fun in doing
Greggs
that
now, man.
Is it?
They charge extra.
I do know what you mean, though.
I always feel ashamed if I sit in Greggs.
You never done that with your parents before?
Yeah. I mean, I did. Well, yeah, it's just
travel food, man.
Yeah, when you're out and about, it is sort of like military exercise, isn't it? When you go out en masse with family, it is just insanely stressful.
I've just got a vision, Dan's family walking around with those, the things that the ice cream sellers used to have, like in the cinema and that.
Yeah. All right.
That would be quite good.
Second that, like a tray.
Aye. Mint?
Well, I do think...
What for that?
Well, I do,
We'll call it a festival tray.
Yeah.
Well, I do take me bag because you got the bottles on there because the kid always wants something. Do you know what I mean? You got to feed them something. And then they go, can you carry me hoodie? Can you do this? Have you got a drink? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be prepared.
This thing that you're talking about having kids there. So there's the looks. Parents now are like, they do look like they're going out on manoeuvres with the Marines. Like, you know what I mean? They've got like stuff.
Yeah.
It's mad.
I can see you during lockdown going shopping and that. We're doing like somersaults across aisles and that.
It's all about efficiency in my world, right? Yeah. Anyway, so I think the worst thing is it's ice cream because ice cream is an absolute disaster.
Isn't it?
Right? Absolutely.
I just write it off. When the kids were little, I used to just buy it and think that'll be on the ground.
Well, it's on the ground or it's dripping. Someone's going to get something on the hand. Someone's going to start crying at some point.
It's just start panic. And I mean, he does that like... It's mental.
Or they just stand and hold it.
Hold it, and then
you see it like dripping down the hand.
And everyone's like, you've got to eat, and everyone's shouting, and then someone's like, and you're just like, oh man, it's just an ice cream. Could just not do this. Like,
Work it out.
Just want to just look at the sea.
But
in the quiet.
Do you not like encourage the tub? You know, go.
I'm always
tub in the tub instead of the corn because the corn starts to lean over.
I hate corns even as an adult. A nightmare.
I know.
I just like tubs. They're a mess. I hate corns.
I like a waffle cone, like. I've got to be honest.
Waffle corn's a better corn, like.
It is. It's more robust.
How do you eat them, though?
More robust.
So stuff not just all come out the side? Are they the ones that sort of...
No, they're the thicker cones.
Right.
Oh, like sugar
the darker
cone.
coloured one. Yeah, like sugar cone, waffle cone.
Aye, with the... Yeah, they're nice, them.
Yeah, they are.
Aye.
Because it's like a cornetto corn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of fancy corn.
It's sort of sturdier. Yeah. Definitely.
We're talking about 99s. Like, why is the 99 called a 99? Because it used to cost 99 pence. And now the kids are like, how much is 99 now? I don't know,
£2.40.
Yeah. 99 anymore.
It could be any price, really. It could be, you just go and bid at £6.50. That's where it is.
Everything's over £5 now.
Everything's a £5, right? Over, plus, yeah.
Greggs used to be £5.
£5 Greggs was a beast of a Greggs.
Well, used to be it's a £10 Greggs now.
Well, that Saturday stint was a £5 meal deal. Do you know what I mean? And he was quite proud of the fact. He's like, "That's a meal deal, Daddy."
That's a deal, though.
That's all right. It's a deal.
It used to be like $2.50 or something.
I used to spend £5 and be like,
"That was a feast, absolute feast."
Should go for a £5 Greggs a day and be like, "Yeah,
Greggs,
sure, let's do it."
Let's do it.
£5 each on Greggs.
Yeah. Monday. £5 Greggs. I see down the Greggs brownie, nice one there.
No, it's like you buy a pasty, you get sausage roll or whatever. It's like it's not near enough £5.
$7.99.
It's like, oh yeah, man.
Mental.
Cheese savory.
We've softly moved into the Greggs.
I know.
We'll keep that
I've
last.
got to keep that last.
Let's
more questions.
Something else on the menu, boys. Just let's shout another one out.
I don't know.
There wasn't planned that one.
I love it.
Oh, you wanted a waffle as well on Sunday.
Sweet waffle.
It was like proper daddy day. Do you know what I mean?
Afters, we have after.
Full on.
Waffle. Just
went in the ice cream shop and I wanted waffle. It's going to be 10 minutes.
No, but afters it we have after food.
Right. Oh, right.
Nutella.
Okay.
You know the Kinder Bueno, then ice cream on top, and then another layer. Had to sit.
What's his first pint? I mean,
first pint.
What does first pint mean?
All right, okay. It's kind of around about your first drink, so it's not like usually your first pint, because usually your first pint's like when was the first time you got drunk.
Right.
So this is what that's referencing to. So let's hear your stories.
First time I got drunk.
Yeah, either your first pint, your first drink, first time you got drunk. Let's hear something fun.
Pre-legal.
A creative strongbow. And
creative strongbow.
Like projectile vomiting in my friend Richie's mum's kitchen sink.
Classic.
15. Absolute classic. 15. Was that the first ever drink or the strongbow?
No, I think, do you know what? I think it was something crap like Boddington's or John Smith's. We used to try and get people to go into the shops and we used to have a mate that looked a lot older and he'd be like, right, we used to go into town on a Saturday and be like, right, go into Fenix. And like, if you buy like a bottle of vodka and pick up like 4 cans of John Smith's, old people buy that. Kids aren't drinking that, so you go and buy that and you get served every time. It's 15 years old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we just used to... Carl
used to... he used to go to the old whiskey shop.
Oh, yeah, the old whiskey shop in Fenix, yeah.
Is that the lad who's the oldest looking one?
The
person who's the oldest looking goes in and gets the task.
So we had a double team. So because I've got quite a high pitched voice, so I used to go in. I never used to talk, right? So I'd go in with my mate, mine, right? And he had a stupidly deep voice, right? Deeper than your voice. Yeah. I walk in, I literally put my arm on the counter and that. Just like, I'll try not to speak. I just like, you go, all right. So he spoke and I just sort of acted old. Yeah. Had sideburns and that all the time.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Any facial hair you can have.
Go to beard. Like, I give it away with the sleeper earring and all that. But it worked.
Anything
but then it became like a thing because then people would be like, can you get mine?
Loads
of kids hanging around the shop and that. Will you go in and get mine next? Yeah. All right, I'll take a cut. A couple of quid on top.
You can't go straight back in though, can you? They're on to you then. And you're going straight back in.
Yeah. You had to start doing that sort of like lie on top of lie. Like, oh mate, you won't believe it. Like, the party's starting. I forgot to pick the vodka up as well. In the 2020. And the Old English.
That onion cider, man. Made out of onions, that, you know.
What?
That, like Frosty Jackson, that's the apples in it. Made out of onions.
Is it?
Horrible.
Is that real?
Might be. No, fact check.
I hope it is. Actually, no.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Real.
It's like that's why it's called. It's like a perry, like onion perry.
Ah, right. Okay.
I kind of call it cider.
I didn't know that.
It's pretty nasty, like.
So
get you very drunk though, because it's cheap and it's all right,
cheap,
like, you know.
like, yeah,
I mean, we used to buy those silver boost bottles and then just raid either of our parents.
Yeah, just poof.
Just chuck everything in and then remember, like, was it your mum was just like, if you're gonna do it, just do it, but don't fill it up with water. You've ruined a good bottle. Oh no, she's gonna
gin
find
in the
out.
freezer, man. Just keep a gin in the freezer, keep it cold, and then nick it. Dylan used to do a nightmare for doing that. She'd come back and he's like, he's done it again. It's my little brother. He's done it again. He's filled it back up with water. I was like, mate, Mum likes drinking gin. She's got a naff, there's water in it. Like, what are you doing? So it's like, you're not getting away with this, you know what I mean? So alcohol doesn't freeze. If you put water in it, would put it back in the freezer. Frozen bottle of gin, just kind of clock it.
Yeah,
so if masked with tonic, you might have got away with it, but just, be savvy. It's classic, like try and get away with something once at least. But no.
You couldn't. But if that was you, right, you'd be like, "There's no way that's getting past you," because you'll sense it like within an instant.
Just straight away.
So I think it's parents just like letting it go.
Oh,
don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
We used to try and take like a little bit of each bottle though, and just pour it in, and just mix it. With like with some of the energy drink as well. So it's like there's a little bit of boost in that bottle still, but it's like sometimes I have like Advocaat in that, man. It was canny rank. There's always some of that kicking about.
Oh,
Ouzo, like it's nice, but not mixed with Red Bull and Ouzo and rum and vodka and all sorts.
A bit of whiskey in there, right?
Just a little bit of everything.
Not good. Yeah.
So first drink, you're talking like bitter and stuff like that.
Probably,
from the shop.
Yeah. But I mean, they're not very alcoholic, are they? Like 3% bodies and that. So it takes you're in like Exhibition Park, just like going for. Every 5 minutes because you're trying to drink loads of glasses.
It's a pint you're allowed to have at like your cousin's christening, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like you can have a Worthington's smooth flow 2.0.
Smooth
flow. You know what I mean? You can have one of them, just one. Didn't want one. You only have one.
Yeah.
I don't want one though.
That's awful. Well, that's gonna it tends to put you off for life when you got to try and drink. That's kind of.
What was our equivalent?
Like,
I was like best Scotch.
But we start with shandy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
shandy kind of lays you up to that, and then you can kind of have it. You mix it with lemonade and half something. It's usually cider. Woodpecker was the woodpecker gets you at the door. Do you know what I mean?
I've had diesel.
Diesel.
That was sort of like what my dad was like, oh, you can have a diesel.
Aye.
But that's
worse.
like
That,
snake bite.
You're mixing your
We'll get the kids started on snake bite.
Right, no, I can't have a pint of lager, but get him a diesel. Like, it's half a snake bite, you're mad.
God. Well, it's always a snake bite, but you got to go. Woodpecker. Aye, because it's too bitter with like scrumpian or something like that. So you do that and then
there's no
diesel,
education that can take you from drinking woodpecker to drinking scrumpy.
No.
When you're completely hammered drinking scrumpy. Or like
proper cottonmouth or
it's mad stuff like that.
we used to drink
It dries you right out that scrumpy, Jeff.
We used to go to when I used to work at Blackfriars. We'd finish with shift. And we'd go to the Fourth. And they used to sell. Do you know? It had Addleston's cider.
Aye, that's kind of mucky looking.
Like,
that
back then, it was like sort of the craft of ciders.
Yeah.
But you couldn't get past 5 pints. But you used to push yourself to try and do it, and you couldn't because it just got you absolutely completely wrecked. Like, I remember standing in the Fourth and holding like a 6 pint and dropping it on the floor. Go to the Fourth.
Yeah, I'd love to.
You couldn't even get through 2 now without being on the floor.
God, man.
Yeah. So what about you? What about you? What's your first kind of gym?
It's sort of like a lot of mixed memories of, a park, and
It's always a park, isn't it?
Glenn's vodka,
Aye, Glenn's.
Boost, chuck half the litre of Boost out, shot the vodka in, drink it too quick, fell asleep in the garden. I think it was me and my mate decided to pull an all-nighter. You know, you tell your mum I'm staying at yours, and you know what I mean? One of them classic manoeuvre. And then smashed in half a litre of vodka each at like 14 to do an insanely dangerous, completely stupid thing to do. Fell asleep. Yeah, ended up in the gardens of an old people's home. And then I sort of just fell asleep. And then last thing I remember, I was being dropped off by the police. And my mum opened the door, like,
oh no!
That's go for you.
Yeah, it's just like, like, got to the door. You had a drink. It's like, no, no, right. It's just like nightmare, total nightmare. Aye, and just numerous occasions of not learning my lesson and repeating that exact experience.
Yeah.
For the best part of 10 years.
Did you ever make the full all nighter, or was it always?
Aye, yeah, a few times. Just sort of like. There's ones where I didn't drink too much and would do it, and then you're just like walking around.
Yeah.
It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, man. I can't go back yet.
Aye.
I'll wait like half 11.
Too many red flags.
It's just like, why? It just sort of gets to like 1:30. You're immediately like, this was the worst idea we've ever had.
We
can't go home. You know what I mean?
It's awful.
Aye.
I only did it once. Oh no, I did it twice. Once I went to sleep. I'd nicked my brother's coat. He had this big. Do you remember the time when like carpet coats were cool? Big thick things. Yeah. And he had this coat and like it was an expensive jacket, and I was like, I'll nick that tonight. So I took it. Got caught by I was sleeping in like in a kid's playground. There was like a UFO or something like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't even fit half my body in it, but I was in it, like curled up like that, fetal. And then I got caught that time. Then I tried it again, exactly the same thing. I'm staying at my mate's. In fact, I'm staying at Ian's house, whose percolator I broke on the last podcast. And ended up, right, in this tent at the top end of heaven, right? And do you only just accidentally you'll bump into like a bunch of Rajis out of nowhere.
Nightmare.
All these kids jumped into my tent. And I'll never forget it because it was all the like hard lads of the area. I was shitting myself, sitting like, oh God. And I remember sitting at the back of the tent. There was only like a 2-man tent. There was 8 people in it. And they were like setting fire to fields and that, these kids. But you're all in. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking, what am I going to do? And the whole night ended up being like just getting chased by the police.
Yeah.
And we'll take my tent up, and eventually the police took the poles off the tent, took me away and said, you've got to go home. So I had to go home. My dad was standing on the doorstep like 5:30 in the morning.
No, man.
What's wrong with you? And I was like, oh, it's because it was raining. He went, it has been raining, man. It's summer, man. What you're talking about? He still didn't know about the police, though. Yeah. But the police pursued her all night.
Yeah, good times.
That's it. That's not a great story, like.
No, but
it was horrible.
Sort
it was
like,
that moment. What have I done?
That was the thing, wasn't it? That was sort of what you did. It was like that was the activity. Just sort of get chased by the police.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Or on the posher steak, because sometimes some people get the milk delivery, but some people got fresh orange.
When you got the fresh orange, when you go milking, man, the best. Like,
We should do that, like coming home from like Wylam.
Aye.
And go to the, where was it? Which one was it? Which one was it in Wylam? The lock-ins.
The Black Bull.
Black Bull.
Yeah.
Go there, have a lock-in, walk back, sneak into the farm. A couple of fresh orange juice for the walk home.
Farm with the honesty box for the ice cream. Wasn't much honesty from us with that.
Terrible.
You say some characters though when you're out at 6 o'clock in the morning sitting in a bus stop trying to kill time. You say some people out there.
It's terrifying.
All right, lads, got a cigarette? Do you know what I mean? It's always like, where's he come from?
What are you up to?
What are they doing?
What's your crap?
You got an early train from like Central Station. What are these people like kicking about for?
People just kicking about, like sort of from all walks as well. You know what I mean? You just think, what you up to, like?
Aye, we had a guy called Dumper Dan. He used to walk around just like picking up the cigarette ends and that and collecting them in bags.
Yeah.
See him out like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Jimmy, Jimmy. This is God, man.
Jimmy's a lad from Biker who does that for the time bar, just, really polite.
Lovely.
Incredibly polite, but just, walking around just picking
light
tabs
fingers,
up. Very light fingers.
Light fingers.
Proper nightmare. Nice though. It's just steals things. Well, it's just characters, man.
We used to have one that come down the time bar on a Sunday, the bands, and they'd all be like stood there watching the bands, and he'd come along and he'd just be pouring people's pints into the ones, topping up and just walking around it. Like
He's just totally oblivious to how
I can see you doing it, and he'd just be like,
it's alright, just like it's like it's not okay, man.
They'll like look back from seeing a band and their pints like empty. It's like, how weird, mate.
Jimmy strikes again, then he's off. Back up to Morrison's.
You might be getting a natural clean-up service, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Good old Jimmy, yeah.
I've just spilled loads of pork scratchings on the floor. Give Jimmy a buzz. Get him in. Yes, right. All right, guys. So, Mark, what's your Greg's order?
Cheese savoury snotty. Probably not getting the new vegetarian curry thing's awful. Like, I'm not having that.
No.
Yeah,
it's pretty grim. Sausage roll, vegan one. It's really good. It's class.
Yeah,
it's probably about it. It destroys my stomach now if I go too far.
Yeah.
It just ruins us. What else do I have? We usually have exactly the same.
Well, I tell you what I like. I like mozzarella bites.
They're quite nice.
Kind of nice. Like it's not like a traditional Greg's order, but it's kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I like the hot cupboard.
The hot cupboard, yeah.
The cupboard's nice. Used to do vegan chicken goujons, but they don't do them anymore.
Did they?
Aye.
Very short. You know when Greg's nearly went fully vegan? I was doing loads of stuff. I'm like, we're going to open a fully. And then it was like, we're not going to do that. We're just doing the sausage roll. There's not enough.
Wasn't it
There's not a big enough market.
The original,
so close.
It's because the original chief exec, Roger Whiteside, was vegan, wasn't he?
Really?
And he really pushed them to go.
Okay.
And then obviously he left. It's changed. So the vegan sausage rolls like the flagship, isn't it?
I mean, it's really good. Like that.
It's nice.
Honestly, when you get it, when it's cold, it's awful.
It's terrible, man.
So it's a risk, isn't it? Like,
it's a completely different thing.
It's a completely different product. When you get it, when it's like, it's not piping hot, but when it's just like the pastry's still flaky and it's warm, it's like sensational. It's like, and we just look at each other and we're like,
it's a good one.
Optimum. Optimum Greg's. It all depends on like the temperature of it.
Temperature's the thing, because I think, who was it last time? Hannah was buying a pack of 6 sausage rolls or something like that. Cold.
Yeah.
No, that's it. You can't buy the multi-packs because...
I can't... Why you eating them cold? I'm going to heat them up later on. I'm like, all right, but that to me is not the purpose of going in there.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Because you go in for that optimal temperature.
Oh,
Might be scarring your lip off, but you got to be like...
Yeah.
Be able to eat it straight
nightmare when they're too hot, like. Because you eat it anyway, you know what I mean?
You
just
do.
burn your mouth.
Scrape the roof of it.
It's a roulette.
Let's get off the roof of your mouth. Let's get rid of that layer.
I don't need that.
Pasta roulette.
It's
What it is?
totally.
Yeah. Aye. It's like the apple turn, the McDonald's.
Oh,
used to do
man.
that
Man.
thing. And used to
Brutal.
it's like a Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart used to like burn your lips off. I remember them as a kid.
Yeah.
It's that jam inside. You get that
Great.
over a temperature. That's it.
They're pretty nice. Like I had one a couple of months ago.
They're really nice.
I was like, one of these. I had one. I was like, I can see what the fuss is about.
Didn't like the chocolate ones though.
No.
And you like the original ones, the jam ones?
I like that lush. Fantastic.
I've not had one of them for years.
I mean, there's no natural ingredients in them, is there? No. That is just literally chemicals.
Pro American kids food.
It's nuts, eh?
Class.
The brightest colours on earth.
Yeah.
Right, lads.
Right, cheers,
Thanks
boys.
very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Spot on.
Thank you.
Nice one.